In this video, we're going to be talking about inequalities and how to solve inequalities. So let's get started. So the first thing, we want to solve inequalities. I'm going to give an example. X plus 2 is greater than 4. So when we have inequalities, we're saying that basically x plus 2 is greater than 4. So we can have multiple values of x or any variable. So this has to be greater than 4. So we can't have a 1 plus 2 is 3. It's obviously not going to satisfy inequality. And when we're solving inequalities, we don't just write down, let's say we don't just write down 3, 4, 10, anything that's simple, anything that satisfies inequality, we don't write down. We don't. We simply want to say, and when we solve inequalities, what we're going to do is same thing as linear equations. X plus 2, 4. What we want to do is we want to take this, subtract off 2, 4 minus 2. This is the solution. This is saying that any value of x greater than 2 satisfies inequality. So I'm going to give another example. Let's say we have x plus 7 is greater than 4. Same thing, x 4 minus 7, x is greater than -3. This says that any value of x is greater than -3 satisfies inequality. So when we have inequality and when we divide by a negative number, etc., we need to flip the inequality sign. So let's say I have an inequality that's, let's say we just have an inequality like, let's say we have x minus 2 and minus 4. So when we have this inequality, what we're going to do is we're going to solve. So we have x -4 plus 2x greater than -2 is the solution. And obviously that's how you would solve the inequality for x. Now, as I was saying, we also have inequalities where when we flip the inequality sign, and you'll see that in multiple examples where we flip the inequality sign based off of what we multiply by or what we divide by. And yeah, that's when, so anytime you multiply or divide both sides of the inequality, you must flip the sign. So right here, the flip version of this would just be this. So that's the flip version of that. So another example would be like, let's say we have inequality and we have -2 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by -2. We're multiplying both sides by -2. So we're getting -6, -4, flip the inequality sign, 2 times 3 is -6, 2 times -2 is -4, flip the inequality sign, that's our final answer. And the same thing with division. When we divide both sides by the same number, let's say we have 4. Say we have, let's say when we have 4, 2, divided by 2, 2, that's going to be the answer. So that's basically an introduction to solving inequalities. Hopefully this video helped, and yeah, that's solving inequalities.